gross.
It all started in our Spanish class. My junior year and your sophomore year. We got seated next to each other and it was almost like the stars aligned. I just had a falling out with an old friend and I didn't really have anyone to talk to. We would goof off and copy each other's work, and I would wake you up if you accidentally fell asleep. We would draw on each other's arms and have deep conversations about life and gossip. Then one night we ran into each other at a beach party. Neither of us were really having that good of a time because the party was hosted by the biggest fuckboy in our school. At the time I had no friends, and again, it was like destiny. After that party, we started going on small adventures together, wearing similar outfits on purpose, stealing alcohol from our parents, going to school basketball games, and then getting coffee at 9 at night and having deeper conversations in my car, exploring the storm drain under the school we called Narnia, covering it with graffiti. Hell, I even had a small crush on you at some point. Finally, you introduced me to your friends, our friends, and all of us were like a completed puzzle. We all became so close so fast, and for once I felt like I actually belonged somewhere. Like I wasn't an outsider.
I met you in middle school. We barely reflected each other, but we were on the same football team. Freshman year, we became close and mutual friends, and we became inseparable. No matter what happened, no matter what we had to go through, we stuck together. The special part was how we went through almost the same things. Love, heartbreak, betrayal, anger, the list goes on. You pulled me out of some of my comfort zones, and together, we did the dumbest, most crazy, stupid things, like going swimming, or getting tips off someone's grocery store line, and sneaking out to McDonald's, or going to the beach. You have a way of making people feel so close to you so easily. We knew each other better than anyone else, and I miss walking to your house. Just to play some of Smash Bros. Or just eat dinner with you and your family. We were best friends, and nothing can replace the memories we have together.
My freshman year, your sophomore year, we sat next to each other in biology, and we always drew instead of doing our work. After we got to know each other a little better, we could talk to each other. You were the first one to start calling me by it. It actually made me feel safe. The next year we were there with mutuals, went to the beach with Star Child, Reed, Basil, you and me and some other friends. I fell in love that day, and we still go around with Star Child kissed. I still have photos from that day. Remember when we all went to the beach and we shared purple overalls? We called it the Brotherhood of the Traveling Overalls.
Here.
I still think about that day a lot. It was the perfect day. Falling in love, being a friend, and forming a bond that no other friend group could ever form. A bond with a bunch of outcasts and fools.
I met you in journalism class. We became close all the time. We would tell each other the meetings, we would take photos for the school newspaper, but we would just walk around the school and visit our friends in other classes. My ex-boyfriend hated you. He was jealous of you, but that turned out to us in the end, right? I mean, his ex was jealous of a lesbian and a gay man being friends. I only known you for 6 months, but when I think of all the laughs and jokes and late night excursions, trespassing at high-end places in the university, cliffside picnics, I realized you made me feel like I didn't have to change anything about myself to be able to be friends. I realized you were one of the best friends I ever had, and I really hope you feel the same about me.
I always think about the time that we climbed the water tower in Elizabeth. I was so scared because of the houses and the barbed wire. When we finally got to the top, it was like we were walking on the moon. A moon with graffiti all over it. It was like we were on top of the world together. And for a second, just a second, it was like we were the most important people in the world. I don't know how to explain that feeling. I've ever felt that feeling since you've been gone. I can't help but feel angry that you're gone. I knew everything was gonna fall to shit. Your boyfriend's a dick. I mean, what kind of person makes their significant other drop out of school to be with them? If I could, I would drag you out of his house and take you to school with me. And you can't even understand how concerned we all are for you. You act like your side is the only side, but the truth is you don't even know what's best for yourself.
I know what you did wasn't exactly an easy choice, and I know I'll never fully understand. But seriously, I know your parents were being dicks when they found out about you and him. They could have come to my house, or Ree's house, not some low-life piece of shit's house. I would have protected you. We're best mates for life. That's not just some silly promise. I've been hanging around with them since you've been gone, and with Ree. We're trying to make them understand. They'll come around. It's gonna take some time. It's funny, actually. They've been treating me like I'm their only son. It almost feels normal, except like brother dad.
I'm not doubting you made you happy at some point. I remember when you told me everything because you're so sad. But now all I can see is him emotionally dragging you down. You lost your spark of joy. Now you're just full of pain. I remember a few months ago before all this shit went down, we talked for hours about our families. And I opened up to you about how my sister is falling down the rabbit hole of screwing up her life. She's slowly becoming an alcoholic. She's pushing away everyone in her family and has lost all her motivation, all because of the wrong of her so-called friend who pushed her past the point of being able to control her life. My family doesn't want to admit it, but that's what's happening. She has so much resentment towards everyone except for the people who propelled her this way. And you know, you remind me of her.
I'll never forget holding you when you cried, when you poured your heart out to me when it had been broken. I will never forget how it broke my heart to see you so vulnerable. That isn't exactly something you're good at. When you told me that you guys punched each other, I was so angry. And you weren't heartbroken because he hit you, but because you still loved him. You and I both knew this guy was selfish from the beginning, but I never imagined it would have gone that far. Instead, it went way farther than I ever thought it would. He still goes to school. He's still going to school and finishing his education while he's hanging out with all of his bitchy little friends and you're stuck at home doing nothing at his house. Goddamn housewife. Someone who actually supports you would never let you drop out of school and then go about finishing theirs.
The night when you ran away, I wanted to support you, I really did. But I couldn't. I knew that running away would only make everything worse. Leading up to the night you ran away, you were putting yourself in dangerous situations that were making your home life worse and putting your life at risk, like doing drugs and driving drunk. A real friend who actually cares about you wouldn't let you do that shit. Friends aren't just supposed to be people you hang out with. They're also supposed to have your back. And that's what we're all trying to do. But I know it wasn't all your fault. Your parents, they didn't understand you. I get it. They were being disrespectful. And your boyfriend is manipulating the crap out of you.
Hey!
Of course, you haven't figured that out yet. But anyway, the night you ran away, your parents, they showed up at my house crying, begging for answers. And I realized I just wanted everything to go back to normal, just as much as they did. And that I didn't have any answers. I mean, how was I supposed to explain to them that you would rather be with an abusive boyfriend than me and all your other friends? I know you took that the wrong way, and I know I may have said some things when you ran away that I might regret. I'm sorry about that. They are trying, and I'm trying.
friendship-wise, so. I'm sorry.
I just want to be on top of the world with you again.
Truthfully, I'm not even mad about you. I'm mad about how you decided to treat people, pushing people away that were trying to help for someone who gave you an abomination of a relationship. For the love of God, dude, your register's homeless now, and you're friendless because you pushed them all away. I wrote a song about you, and you still push me away. It's called You Care. Your room, in case you care. It's because I used to drive by your house every day and every night just to check up on you. To the point where it became an unhealthy obsession. I used to drive by and check if your fairy lights were on every day. I finally saw you again. I seen your registration. And you saw me, and you panicked. And for a second, it seemed like you almost cared. I just wish you'd get your head out of your ass. Remember your past. Some good things, a little bit.
I don't think I ever did anything to you. All I did was continue being friends with Bree, Star Tyler Maisel. It's so unfortunate that I had to lose someone so close to me because of complications and poor decisions from yourself and others. You made me choose between you and everyone else. I ultimately chose the people who didn't make me choose. And though I'm gonna have to make the same choice again with my sister. I'm just pissed at you for making me do it twice, when you knew everything. I tried to make you feel loved when everything came crashing down. But I guess that just wasn't enough. Although, I wish you the best.
Vulnerable. That's how I pictured you as you made the choice to break off your friendship and run away. I also know you were vulnerable when you told me that your boyfriend hit you. I don't know where everything went wrong, what I did wrong. I don't know what I could have done to fix it, but if I had the chance, I'd do it in a heartbeat. I'm so sorry for all the messes you endured. All I can ask now is that you do what makes you happy. Be safe. Happy year, Ghost. It's as long as I've known you. It was enough for me to miss your companionship each and every day. I miss you, Ghost.
Hey.
Hi.
You not gonna ask me what school was?
I'm just kind of assuming it was shitty.
Oh. Well, today was pretty good actually.
Oh. Okay.
You're not gonna ask me why?
Why would I care? I don't care about that shit place anymore.
Because you're living in my house, asshole.
Your parents' house, actually. What happened at school today?
Well, you know how me, Lexi, and Jessica are in digital photography together?
Yeah.
Well, today was block period and we were supposed to be walking around campus taking pictures for our nature projects. But Lexi, Jessica, and I decided to hop the fence on the other side of the football field and go to Narnia to take pictures. We took some nature pictures on the trail next to it though.
Oh. Cool.
Yeah, and Jessica brought us tiny wines and we drank them. I guess she stole them from her dad's wine cellar. But it was crazy. We almost lost track of time. I think we went back to class like 5 minutes before the bell rang. I don't think Mrs. Carpenter even noticed.
You drank tiny wines on campus?
No, obviously, we drank them in Narnia, stupid.
Don't call me stupid.
I call you stupid all the time, stupid.
That's exactly what I'm fucking saying.
Where did the attitude come from?
Attitude I'm giving you an attitude. I just told you to stop calling me stupid.
You're overreacting.
I'm not overreacting. You call me stupid all the time. You call me a
bitch who just now called me an asshole. Sick of it, makes me feel like shit.
Fine, believe what you want. But I know you're just upset because you're bored.
Yeah, I am pretty bored.
You want an extra tiny wine?
No, it's literally 3 in the afternoon.
So, what are you trying to do during the final period?
I want to just sit around and get fucked up all day. I'm tired of it.
Well then, let's go.
You know, I shouldn't. What if someone sees me?
I highly doubt that'll happen.
And you know what else? You always come back and demand I ask what your day at school is, and never ask what my day is. And school's one of the main things I'm trying to forget about right now. What about me?
What about you? These past 2 months have been about nothing except for you and your problems and your stupid parents and friends. It's always about you. What am I supposed to ask about? About how you sat around all day and played video games and probably smoked weed and did nothing?
That's not all I've been doing. I've been drawing too, and writing in my journal. You just never care to ask.
Okay, so you've been doing mundane tasks while I'm at school. Congrats!
They're not mundane, they're things I care about. And it's more interesting than getting drunk every other day in a sewer drain.
I am not drunk.
It's not the point.
Then what's the point?
The point is, never talk about our feelings or things we care about or anything of value. All we do is sit around and watch TV or make out in your room or get fucked up and forget everything the next day. There's no depth to us. I'm bored. I want to know what you're passionate about. I want to know what you want to be when you grow up. I feel like I know what your favorite alcoholic beverage is, but not what you want to be when you grow up.
Why should either of us know that already? We're 17. I don't want to think about being an adult right now.
Jesus, I'm not asking you what your 5-year plan is. I'm just asking what you're passionate about. What you think you might want to do. You don't even know that?
No.
See, there you go again.
What?
I asked you something about yourself and you didn't even ask me back. It's like you don't care to know things about me anymore.
It's not like you're passionate about anything anyways.
How do you know? You never even asked. You never even asked me how I'm feeling regarding this entire situation. You haven't asked me if I'm okay.
Well, aren't you okay now?
I'm not. Just because I'm here doesn't mean I'm suddenly okay. My parents hate me, I miss my friends, I'm scared that I'm not in school, and that's all I can think about right now. And all the other time, I'm not even thinking. It's just blank, especially when I'm fucked up. The outside world still exists, you know? You pretend like it doesn't.
The outside world only exists because you let it in. You let it bother you. Stop worrying about school. You can take a GED test. And I'm your friend! Isn't that important to you? Let's go get burritos with Lexi and Jessica. And then after we can go to the beach and smoke. It'll take your mind off things. In a few months, this will all feel like nothing.
No, I think I should. It feels wrong.
Why would it suddenly be wrong? You've been doing it for months and nothing bad has happened because of this. The only bad thing that happened was because of your parents. Not because of us. You can show me your drawings later. Come on, let's just go. I'm hungry.
Do you still have that last tiny wine?
Yeah, it's in my backpack.